This week I was treated to a surprise screening of One Spoon of Chocolate, the latest creation from the RZA of the mighty Wu-Tang Clan. This is RZA's third movie, and it's been in development since his first movie 13 years ago. Kinda reminds me of the story of Quentin and Uma dreaming up Kill Bill on the set of Pulp Fiction. So, did the extra time in the oven pay off? Well, if you're a Wu-Tang fan or a RZA fan, you don't need any more endorsement from me. Buy a ticket right now. This is a movie that would play in the Staten Island theaters the RZA grew up in, and every sound effect and line would make for a great sample on a Wu-Tang track. But even if you're not a Wu-Tang fan, there's a lot more to One Spoon of Chocolate, and I think it deserves your support and attention. So here's 5 reasons to see One Spoon of Chocolate in theaters. Number 1, you support independent movies. If you're getting tired of the same studio slop, remakes and sequels and digitized sets, movies that feel like they're made by committee, One Spoon of Chocolate is a breath of fresh air. This is creative control. The RZA wore a lot of hats here. He wrote, directed, scored, and maybe most importantly, financed. If you look at the list of producers, it's exclusively RZA, his family, and some notable close collaborators. These are people that believe in his vision. They don't want him to make their movie. They want to empower him to make his movie. It's a singular vision. A lot of movies these days feel like they're written in pencil. The benefit of digital sets and digital effects is if a test audience doesn't like something, you can swap it out for something different. Everything's interchangeable. It's like character skins now, and art shouldn't be like that. RZA writes in pen when he makes something. Music, movies, he puts something down permanent and hits send. To me, that authenticity is more valuable than any big studio IP. But unlike IP, there's no guaranteed return for the RZA. If we want more original films from directors willing to literally go all in on themselves, we have to support their efforts, so go buy a ticket. 2, you're an amateur talent scout. You know when you hear a really good song and you check the plays and see it's like 1,000 total and you go, oh my God, I'm early. I need to buy a shirt right now so everyone knows I liked them first. That's how I feel about some of the talent in this movie. Cool people know about these actors, but I don't think they've broken through to the mainstream yet. In particular, I'm impressed with Shameik Moore, who's the voice of Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse films. He's also great in 2015's Dope, a movie I cannot believe came out over a decade ago. Another actor I always enjoy is Cyler, who starred in Ryan Prowse's excellent Night Patrol last year.
They vampires.
He's funny, he's charming, he's relatable, he's always a joy to see. Support these actors now so you can say you were there first. 3, you love music and sound design. It should be no surprise that a movie directed by one of the greatest hip-hop producers of all time sounds incredible. If you like loud, visceral hits and epic needle drops, this is a movie for you. The encyclopedic music knowledge of the RZA is on full display here. I did not expect to be serenaded by Jason Isbell in this movie.
I didn't know why I was there.
And what a pleasant surprise. Isbell is an incredible songwriter. He's been dipping his toe into acting recently. We just saw him in Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon, and here he is again bringing a really balanced energy to this high-octane movie. And when it comes to action, there's a lot to play with. Fist fights, weapon play, car chases, and all of them sound big. That's thanks to sound design veteran Bobby Banks, who worked on The Batman and Straight Outta Compton, and Greg Hedgepath, who did the sound design for the Tornadoes in Twister and the Aliens in Starship Troopers. The RZA does so much, but I appreciate that he enlists experts like this for his movies. Number 4, you're ready for another whole bloody affair. If you had a blast at the Kill Bill re-release, but were disappointed in They Will Kill You, you're gonna love this movie. It's hard to describe why this feels more true to the Grindhouse resurgence that Tarantino and Rodriguez kicked off in the early 2000s, but it's a vibe and it's real and you'll feel it. I'm sure it's got to do with RZA literally having Quentin Tarantino as his mentor, but I don't see anything broken there. This works. Also, if you like doing that DiCaprio snap,
here I come.
for Tarantino references and Easter eggs, look no further. You know what kind of cigarettes they smoke in this movie. I think it's also important to note that Tarantino doesn't produce often. This is one of 3 projects he's produced outside of his own stuff in the last decade, so it was clearly important to him to get this movie out. That's a pretty strong endorsement. Finally, number 5, you could use some cathartic escapism. I'm talking an emotional release that's more about feeling than facts. This movie takes the vibes and escalates everything to 11. If you spend a lot of time doom scrolling, I bet you're holding on to a lot of frustration. There's not a day that goes by that I don't see innocent people suffering, and it weighs on me. Now, I'm not saying that Unique Solution and One Spoon of Chocolate is the answer, but I will say that watching his story play out was ultimately very satisfying.
You put that man in a coma. He was a bully.
There is a monologue near the end of the movie that puts words on a feeling I think a lot of us feel. And using that dialogue to wrap this visceral film is a masterstroke. I clearly really liked the movie. I hope you'll go out and support it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I want to see a lot of the the W emojis in there because
Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
also, if you enjoyed my video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2026, and I'm almost a third of the way there. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, be good.